Hello guys! Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Sir Jess once again. So ngayon guys is i-discuss ko yung dalawang objectives na hindi ko natapos. This is objective number 8 and objective number 9. So medyo natagalan ako sa pag-upload ng mga objectives na ito. Okay, so we are going to tackle these two objectives. So objective number 8 is all about design, adopt, and implement teaching strategies that are responsive to learners with disabilities, giftedness, and talents. And objective number 9, planned and delivered teaching strategies that are responsive to the educational needs of the learners in difficult circumstances. So what are these two objectives all about? So these two objectives focuses to ensure that all learners with disability or disabilities, giftedness, and with extraordinary talent when it comes to their intelligence or learners in a difficult situation have the educational or equal opportunities to learn. So these learners who have difficulty in situation in their learnings, such as giftedness or talents or with disability, should have equal opportunities to learn. And further, there is no learner who is left behind when it comes to educational process or in learning. Whatever their situation is, we need to treat them egalitarianism or equal because they are the center of educative process. And in order to attain these objectives, we need to give differentiated tasks and flexible learning methods. So since that they have different skills and situations, so we need to provide different tasks or activities to them appropriate to their needs. We need also to bear in mind if we have no learners that has disabilities or disability, giftedness, talents, readiness should take place in delivering flexible learning methods. So we need to be ready all times so that we can render quality education to our learners who have difficulty in their situation or having something just like disability, giftedness, or they have talents. So we need to be ready or have our lesson plan to provide them different tasks, performing tasks for these learners. And for the showcasing, we have to use the multisensory approach for learning. So we're going to use visuals, kinesthetic, and auditory. So in visuals, we are going to have pictures, charts, graphics, and slides if you are using PowerPoint presentation, if you are using or integrating ICT. Then in kinesthetic, you can also provide there hands-on activities, and in auditory, use speakers for explaining or explanation and for your discussion. So the use of multi-sensory approach could have them learn. And this multi-sensory approach in teaching, you can combine these three: the visual, the auditory, and the kinesthetic. So you can mix this when you are teaching. Then provide challenging questions to learners who are fast and provide guide practice for those learners who are slow and help them in learning. And this can be done through group activities or collaborative tasks you are assigning to them. And what output they are going to do, allow them, and also the output you wanted to require for them. Just like, for example, in group 1, they are going to make a poster. Group 2 will have the dramatization. Then group 3 will have the poem or making of poem or whatsoever activities you are going to assign for them or performance tasks. So that is an application of differentiated tasks for the learners. And for the fast learners, you can change your group activity that is also appropriate to their level. And we need also to give our learners or to show our learners with empathy and give support to them. So we mentors or teachers, we are not just only imparting knowledge and intelligence to them, but also we are giving emotional support in their difficult situation, especially in seizing learning. And we need also to give them um, concern for those who are experiencing hard things in education. For showcasing, have a safe space by asking them, how are you, children? Are you okay? Are you all right? Are you doing good? Are you fine? Or having a story time. So this is to check them if they are okay, if they are good, if they are all right. So if you do this use of differentiated tasks and flexible learning methods and giving of support and show empathy to our learners, pretty sure you'll accomplish the objective number 8 and number 9 in the COT or classroom observation tool. Right? So that's all guys about my sharing of idea in this objective number 8 and number 9. So that's all guys about my sharing, and thank you for watching this video. See you and God bless, and I'll see you on my next educational videos and vlogs. Bye guys.